listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. And we're talking about the job industry and how things are changing, how the legal profession has been impacted with software. In 1978, a discovery done by a group of lawyers cost $2.2 million. Today, that same discovery process using a group of lawyers for $2.2 million, one piece of software, software can go through 1.5 million documents and cost only $100,000. Now, you do the math. Wow. But it's not just there. The discovery, this particular software called e-discovery, the founder said, this is not only going to hit the employment in the legal sector very hard, but it will also, other areas will be affected by this. The retail industry, where 1 in 10 Americans work, that's going to change because of automation. Robots are processing packages faster than human beings, and virtual assistants are taking the place of customer service reps, and kiosks are replacing checkout clerks. Everything is changing. Quincy Jones is right. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. I remember when I was a kid, we had you know what we call a color television? It was a black and white television. You're too young to know this. A black and white television, and they gave you, you went to the store and you bought a plastic cover that it looked like a rainbow. It had yellow, green, red, and blue, and you put that in front of your television. That was color. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. Everything was changed. Let me talk to you, Sharon. How are you? I'm so glad we got you, Sharon.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. You're too young to know what I just talked about, Sharon.
Oh well, I'm 43, so I'm definitely old enough to remember getting a college education when laptops weren't even invented.
Okay, absolutely. That's right. No such thing. All right. So now you have a master's in art, and you're getting through layoffs, and you've lost your retirement, and you're going through Plan B. What is your Plan B?
Well, it's kind of twofold. One is I'm going to go for a staff position. I'm waiting by the phone today, actually, to get this position at a university doing marketing, which is what I used to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm going right back to what I did before I went to grad school, thank God.
Yes.
And the second part is I'm taking my art history and I'm going to social media like meetup.com and Facebook and Twitter, and I have got a huge following in Los Angeles. And I do art history lectures monthly. I do them at senior centers, and I'm even launching this month an art history channel on YouTube. So
okay.
I'm definitely taking my love for teaching and lecturing, but I'm taking it to the social media world and kind of blazing my own trail.
Good for you. That's exactly what you should do. That's the name of the game today. Blaze your own trail. Thank you so much, Sharon, for calling in, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. I love your show. I love it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Bye now. Okay, Cheryl, how are you? Cheryl in Newport Beach. You were an executive assistant. You lost your job last year, and you got into acting. How is that?
Well, Les, I feel like God has led me there. That acting has been a passion of mine ever since I can remember back at 7 years old. I always wanted to do commercials, and then I wanted to either get into a sitcom or a soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving out here to California, I got into the corporate world. And although I did the work, I knew that wasn't me. Mm-hmm. And I started trying to do the acting with the corporate world, but that was really hard to do. And since I've been laid off, I've felt like, God's given me my chance now. Mm-hmm. And I've been very fortunate to get, background work.
Yes.
I'm still asking God to lead me to that agent that can get me commercial work.
Yes.
I'm living on my faith right now, and it's going to happen.
Well, they don't call this Los Angeles for nothing, because this place has to be surrounded by a lot of angels. There are a lot of other prayers going up there, Lord, with yours. Absolutely. But when you bring the right stuff, and this is your heart, and this is who you are, to me, doing what it is you are called to do that resonates with your heart, achieving the goal to me is not as important as what you become in the process. And I believe when you're doing what you're supposed to do and you go all out, eventually angels will deliver you. Things will open up for you. Doors will open that you did not see. Good for you, Cheryl. Yep. Continue to pursue your dream and your passion.
And Les, like I say, it's not about the fame and fortune part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Although, yes, I want to get paid.
Yes.
But it's like when I walk into, if it's just an audition or whether I'm working on a set, I've never felt so alive in my life. I tingle from head to toe, so I know I'm supposed to be there.
All right. Absolutely. You're in your rightful place. Fantastic. Good for you. Thank you so much, Cheryl.
And thank you. And I'm so glad that I found you. I'm so glad that you came to the airways and that I heard you, and you give me strength every day. And
well, thank you so much. That is so kind of you to say that. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Thank you. You know, something that she said that really grabbed me, Cheryl. She said when she goes into an audition that she tingles from her head to her toes. That's how I feel when I come into the studio or when I go up to give a speech, when I'm preparing to go speak to a group of people. I tingle I thought I was the only one. Obviously, I didn't have a monopoly on it. See, that's really what life is about. Not sitting around being nervous with knots in your stomach, afraid to open up your email, afraid that you might get a pink slip, or afraid that somebody that you're working with because of politics might come in and say to you, you know what, we don't need you anymore, we're eliminating your position. Life is about thinking and using all of your talents and abilities. You got a lot of stuff in you. Some stuff you have you don't even know. And through this thing called life, you're going to discover some of those things. And when you push yourself and stretch yourself and just be open to the possibilities, you discover some stuff you have that you don't know right now. Being open is major. I was closed for 14 years. I didn't get into my rhythm and start doing what I'm supposed to do until I was 37. That's when I found my power. That's when I found my voice. And everywhere, I think a shift has taken place in the planet. What's happening in Egypt? People just want to be heard. They want to find their voice. They want to live their dream. They want to live from their heart. They don't want to be controlled. And I don't care where you are. I think there's a universal hunger in every human being that wants to express itself, that wants to be heard. I believe that there's something in all of us that want to live a life, not just of success, but a life of significance, a life of meaning, that we can leave a legacy, that we can make a mark. I hope that you've enjoyed the program today as much as I have. I just tingle all over just getting ready to come in to talk with you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow from 2 o'clock until